The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish. Nah. The story.
This building holds just north of 80,000, and they have come out in very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Washington Redskins. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down here as the penalty flags come in right away, and we may have a face mask here right at the start. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Hey, Sam off. Yep.
Now Saquon Barkley. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On 2nd down and 4, Jones. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. The sack there by J.J. Watt.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
Leo. Hey, let's go.
Throwing Jones. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Reset. They take 50 seconds to mine.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up.
I'm 54.
First carry for Darius Geis. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Mike 57.
Right here, right here. Mike 57.
To throw is Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Jordan Willis.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. That's complete to Slayton. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
First down, Giants.
Let's go. 10 Lobo.
54 Mike.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Get it.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
From the 38, Jones. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Barkley. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 17 yards and a Giant 1st down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Throwing on 1st down, Jones. That's into the hands of the tight end, Ellison. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. On the run, it's Barkley. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Go. Ready.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. A tackle for loss there. 2 last week. He's tough to handle coming off the edge.
And when you talk about a defensive end, your first thought is how does he rush the passer? That's where he makes his big plays getting into the backfield. But the best ones can play the run as well. And that's what we're seeing from him, that excellent combination of holding the point of attack and also getting upfield to make plays in the backfield.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Switch! Switch!
On first down, Watson. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Get that ball! Get that ball! Shoot!
Mike 59.
Check, Mike 57, Mike 57. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Flip. 57, Mike 57. You must be getting...
Throwing again is Watson. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's the Redskins in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On first down, this is Geis. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
We got double up. Zoom. Check, nickel.
20 points down, he's coming.
He's checking.
Geis. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give the Redskins 13 there and a 1st down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
47, 19,
Mike 47.
24. Down and go. Pass and go.
On first down, they run with Howard. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
26.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Sponge. Let's go. Come on. Check. Lucky.
54.
Check.
Alert. Down and go.
On second down and 4. Watson dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he'd just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
We're set. 19.
Watch QB.
59.
Watch QB drop. Hatchet. Check.
59.
Check hot route. Hot. Check.
Out.
That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Paul Richardson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Redskins have taken the lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
22 jet bombers, 22 jet bombers.
Now Jones. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught at the 20. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 49 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is Barkley. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Second and 6. This is caught. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there, perfectly. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
This will be taken in at the 1. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Let's go. Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And Rosas puts this one through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
On the ground, it's Geis. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 45-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Watson throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. Check 99. Check 99.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. Hey, high 7.
2nd and 3. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here.
4 down, check, 4 down.
Roll out.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Alert flare,
6-6, pull it high. Go. Hit it.
Looking to throw. Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Back to throw. Jones. Steps away, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Yeah, Yes. Hey, you.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Here we go. 56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Now.
2nd and 15. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Everyone, 37's the Mike. Mike 37. Hey, here we go. Everyone, 37.
Out of the gun, Watson. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Janoris Jenkins on the coverage.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Slam. Line him go.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
24 down, he's coming.
That's it. 57's the Mike. Watch 57.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
You see me? They can't stop me out here.
Another try after the first down sack. Watson, that one complete. He finds Sharp. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
Redskins, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Hey, 19.
57. Blue Bears.
55. 59. Line him go.
Watson on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Give the sack to Aaron Lynch, the former USF Bull.
That's 24.
After the sack on 1st down, Watson. Open man is QT, complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it in, throw it, go play action, and take your shot at the end zone.
3rd and 2. Watson. The open man is Shark. It's complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
57.
DJ Shark.
31.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Don't let him breathe, defense. Under 10. Under 10.
On 1st and goal, Howard. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Let's go, defense.
55.
Kill. Turn it up.
54.
Switch. Hey, alert 3. Hey, watch it.
On the ground, Geis. And he's not going to push his way forward. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. They run with Geis, and Geis is going to be stopped short as he did not get the push he needed. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st. Now Jake Elliott, earlier in his career, he beat these Giants with a 61-yarder. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Greystone, travel.
Check.
Hey. Right up.
Again, it's Barkley. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. The Redskins on 3rd down, putting an extra man here in the secondary.
Watch tight. Tight is right. Hey. 4 down.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. This is taken at the 23. 47-yard punt, a return of 4. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Hey, 31.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Geis with the carry on second down. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Well, they certainly got dented with that first down run, so now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. They'll run with Geis. And an alley to run. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That good for 19 and a first down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. 2 division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Whip. Watch the whip. Tighten up.
Now a handoff, Geis going right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. 47 Mike. Mike, 47 left. Watch the screen. 22, Jet, cover. 22, Jet, cover.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. It's complete. It's Miller. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. And now time will be called here as we've got an injured Redskin down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy.
Motion. 57's the mic. Watch 57. 59.
Shotgun handoff now to Geis. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
I'm here. 59. Shit. Hey, 59. Undercut.
Out of the gun, Geis. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
This fielded at the 2. Now a hit and a loose football. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Other way, let's go. Finish that.
19,
57 to Mike.
24.
Now a run with Geis. They find some open field here. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
You got tight. You got tight right there. Rush in.
Following the penalty, it's Geis. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
40 set.
18.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D.
25.
4-7 to Mike. 4-7 to Mike. So,
Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
That's a gain of 1. Makes it 3rd and 11.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game.
check him up. Check the call. Check the call.
On the draw, they go to Geis. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. So a big kick coming now for Jake Elliott. This for the lead in the final stages. And Elliott puts this one through. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too.
Say goodbye to Braxton Miller, the 30. And he's going to take it all the way into the end zone. What a return, and they've taken the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
I got it. Watch the safety creep.
61, matchbox lights.
They'll run with Barkley. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Look at me, zipper.
Now it's Barkley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing.
Yep.
Mike. 54 is Mike.
Hey!
54, watch 54. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Ready? 10-2 start.
54. 3 buzz. Check 24.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Ready.
Right there. 54 Mike. You.
Now.
Mike 5-4.
Yo, go.
Yeah, I got you.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Shoot.
Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
Just like that.
Ready.
And the Giants will kneel it here out of the victory formation. So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And I tell you, these division games never for the faint of heart, but they come through with a tight victory here on the road.
And you find yourself working harder in a game like this too, don't you?
Yeah,
because you got to stay with it, right? You got to stay with it. You got to stay locked in. It's our type of a game. And you just mentioned it. Division game, on the road, tight, and they find a way to win it. Way to hunker down, as my old coach used to say, and find your way through.
So for the Giants, They're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Big D to take on the Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Washington, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons.